You know, for 15 years, the previous government talked about doing things. They did studies, they did committees, they created task force. You know, how many subways were built? As I mentioned, how many long-term care beds were built? How many new hospitals were built? How many highways were built? You know, it's a time to get things done. It's a time to rebuild Ontario. You know, this is our blueprint coming out of a 2 years of pandemic to make sure that we stay open, that we prosper and provide good paying jobs, bigger paychecks and good jobs for all Ontarians. We're going to listen to the people of Ontario, but this is the plan that we want to put forth in front of the people of Ontario. The people of Ontario will vote on this budget, and it will be up to them if they want to pass this budget.
Well, I can tell you after 4 years in office, Doug Ford's buddies sure did get a good break. They certainly got a lot of attention from our government, but a government that's cutting education during a pandemic when our kids are the ones that have been, ours, are the ones that have been out of school the most is nothing to applaud. A government that was cutting in health care, cutting public health, cutting long-term care right before the pandemic hit, that's nothing to applaud. And we all know, and I think the performance of the finance minister just now confirms, Doug Ford's going to go right back to cutting the minute this election is over if we give him the chance. And that's not where people are at. People are telling me they want the services that have been broken for so long to finally get fixed. That's what they want. This document that who knows where it's going to end up because they apparently don't even stand by it as their budget plan going forward, misses the mark. It misses the mark based on what people have been telling us is most important to them. It doesn't address the concerns that people have about a healthcare system that COVID showed us is on its knees. It's almost like none of the things that were discovered, that were uncovered, that we finally had to face up to during the COVID-19 pandemic that we're still dealing with, none of those things are being acknowledged by the government in this document. People cannot get access to the healthcare services that they need. People cannot pay the rising costs of everyday life. In fact, life has gotten harder and harder after 4 years of Doug Ford. That certainly is not acknowledged in this document.